Yo, it's Kier. Today's list is horror movie moments that made me laugh the hardest. These are all moments that made me laugh the hardest at the movie. Like it wasn't meant to be a joke. I it was funny because it was bad or cheap, whatever reason. The next one I'll do horror movie moments that made me laugh the hardest with the movie. Like it was intentional. Also, all of these movies are films that I adore and I have a lot of respect for and I've seen a million times. My full-time job is I am a stand-up comedian for a living. And roasting is my love language. I love getting roasted. I love roasting. I'm just objectively pointing out some some goofs. First up is a scene that I always watch when I need a good laugh, which is Malignant. I know a lot of Malignant is meant to be funny and heightened, and I agree with that. I'm not thinking that like they aren't aware that this was a little funny, but the scene when Detective Shaw asks to get the photo of the little girl aged up, and then he gets the photo, and instead of it being computer generated or like a girl who kind of looks like Madison, it's just a photo of Madison. It's just the actresses. It's Annabelle Wallace's headshot. Oh, it gets me every time. Next, my fellow terminally ill brethren, John Kramer. I'm talking about John Kramer wearing the backwards baseball cap in Saw 3D in an effort for them to make it look like he is de-aged, I guess. I mean, I'm not the first person to point that out. I will never be the last. That scene is so funny in all the wrong ways. I love that they had zero sense of humor about it. It's not like they were being cheeky. They were really just like, let's give him the Steve Buscemi, how do you do, fellow kids treatment. And I sure am glad they did. This next one isn't actually a scene from a movie. This is from the opening of Late Night with the Devil. It is the sheer amount of bumper cards, production bumper cards, which are like, you watch a movie like the Twisted Pictures, with all the barbed wire, that's a bumper card. Late Night with the Devil famously, I believe, had 9 or 12. I should have looked that up before I recorded this. Each one felt like more of a joke. It felt like I was watching like Too Many Cooks or something. The level in which it spun out each time you think, oh, the movie's starting, and there's more. A true recession indicator if we've ever seen one. Times are tough. You cannot get anybody to just solely go in on a project anymore. They need people to help them, but I was cracking up and the movie hadn't even started. Next, Friday the 13th, part 2. I'm talking about Ginny hiding under the couch. The entire sequence of that, I think it's like a 2 minute, maybe not even scene of our final girl Ginny hiding under a couch, being quiet while Jason tiptoes around, a mouse running up to her, and then her peeing her pants on the ground, and then getting caught, and then Jason hides on a chair so she won't see his feet, and then the chair breaks and he falls. And I don't really know, how do I say this? Having been in a lot of writers' rooms myself, I really don't understand how that got through a first draft, second, third, final, frozen, or shooting draft. But it did. And I can't say I'm upset about it. And please don't get in that debate with me about if it was Ginny that peed or the mouse that peed. That was a human size amount. That was the amount of pee from a girl who was just out at the bar, which she was. So if that was a mouse that peed that much, he needs to be studied. And lastly, one of my all-time favorites in terms of, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit of inside baseball. It's like an inside joke, but how long this bit lasted. It is another Saw movie. I apologize. It is from Spiral, from the Book of Saw. And it is the fact that through every Saw movie we've ever seen, they have never given us where this city is, what it's called. It's just like general, a lot of us call it Cityton or City Town, whatever. The fact that in Spiral, they started giving us B-roll of different cities, like as the scene transitions happen. And each time it's a different city. I know Minneapolis is in there because you could tell. I know Philly is in there because I am born and raised in Philly. Go Birds. I can see my apartment in the clip. I know they used Manhattan, I believe, in some of the trailers. That it feels actually like it was a joke for us after all these years. But it was really fucking funny. I laughed really hard when I saw Philly's City Hall with Billy Penn at the top of it. No notes. Thank you, Saw, for everything you do. Okay, what did I miss on this list though? What scenes make you laugh the hardest that are definitely not really meant to be funny? They're just like kind of laughing at the movie.